Welcome to the Out There Show. 7 UFO sightings in Alaska and Antarctica. Number 7. The Sheila Story. She was born and raised in Anchorage, Alaska and lived there all her life. While she was in college, she witnessed an event that changed her life. Also, it changed her entire outlook on the universe. It was about 10 or 11 at night when the incident happened. She went outside the dorm to have a cigarette when she spotted something. A floating UFO above her dorm, looking like a box with 3 pyramid-shaped lights and one red in the middle on the bottom. It had no sound, she said, and had unknown hieroglyphics written on the side. The craft hovered for a while, then it took off, and she never seen the craft again. Number 6. The Browneller Story. She was born and raised in Juneau, Alaska, and is a native to the land. Her and her twin sister Diana and her brother Aston was with her walking to her grandmother's house when she was 12 years old. When they were on the overpass, they saw some lights in the sky that was out of this world. The UFO circled around them for a while and then took off as fast as it came. She said she saw something that she did not know or thing that ever existed. It was a flying saucer right above her head, glowing like she never seen before. Number 5. The Theo Chesley Story. He was in Sand Point, Alaska when he saw this unknown craft in the sky. He not only saw some mysterious things by a mountain, but he got pictures. With about 15,000 hours of flight time under his belt. He has been an Alaska pilot for 34 years and he flies commercially. When he flies by the Aleutian Islands in Alaska that are uninhabited, he sees strange things. He was flying with 3 other passengers by an island called Unimak by a mountain called Shasalden when they saw a spear in the sky. He pulled out his camera and got some pictures of the object and never seen anything like this. Also in another picture he saw another UFO coming out of the same mountain, and in the third picture it had some type of green orb. Number 4. The Lost Military Plane Story. The plane had 44 military personnel on board and disappeared without a trace. In Fairbanks, Alaska, a UFO investigation team came up with its own answers. They think UFOs have some involvement in the vanishing plane due to the large presence of UFOs in the area, which military ships have spotted over the waters nearby the incident. Also, the military radar detected flying objects over Alaska airspace. And planes have been followed by UFOs over the Alaska Triangle. Number 3. The Ilton and Ginger Story. Him and his wife buy a new van to trail across the country and they had been driving for a while when they went past a sign that said that we're about 10 miles from Takjunkan and 103 miles from the Canadian border. The van power suddenly cut off and he had to drive to the shoulder of the road and stop. At that point a spotlight hits the car from the top, then it moves all around the van. When they tried to see what the light was, it had them in some sort of trance. His kids started to cry, so he got out the vehicle to see if he could get the van started, but the battery would not even spark. His wife was screaming, "Get back in the car," so he did as she asked and put the hood down and got back inside. The UFO left and came back and scared the van with a light again, then left in abnormal speed. Number 2. The Bill Sleazeman Story. He been in Alaska for 36 years and lived in Seward, Alaska all his life, and to this day he has never seen anything like what he witnessed. His job is to supervise the unloading of salmon from Resurrection Bay. He was sitting in his log cabin and heard a military helicopter, so he went outside to take a look. After looking at the helicopter hover for a while, he noticed it was looking at a spacecraft right above his head. He said it was about 1,500 to 2,000 feet long and 400 to 500 feet across and 300 to 350 feet in the air. It was beautiful with a gray-silver color, and he had binoculars to see it had a diamond-shaped crystal at the bottom with blue, white, and red lights. He went inside, called his neighbors and asked them to look over his property so he could confirm he was crazy, but the neighbors saw it too and was amazed like him. Then he got off the phone, took a chair outside and watched it for hours until he woke up in his house and did not know how he got there, and he didn't remember seeing the craft leave. Number 1. The Crashed UFO Story. In 2020, an inspector looks over Antarctica on Google Earth and spots what looks like a crashed UFO. On one side you can see the mountain terrain and on the other you can see the snow. but between both you see what looks like a large gray spacecraft. Because of the circle shape out the object, it gives the impression of a craft. Maybe when a lot of the ice melts, it will reveal more interesting objects and things in the Arctic Triangle. Until then, we just gotta keep our eyes open and expect the unexpected to happen in our lifetime. Thanks for watching. Now please like, subscribe and share, for more of the Out There Show. And check out our store, located on links in the description and upper right of our channel.